Once upon a time, there was a witch. She had a cat. She liked that cat. She trained it how to sit on her broom. Yep, and she got a big hat. She had a wand and a pot. Pot must have been heavy. Carried it around with her, because who knows if you have to make a spell on the way. So, what she did, she carried it around. And she dropped that hat, because the wind came. Went, woo! And carried it into a bush. And they flew down. Said, wow, it sounded like a ghost for 1 second. But it is had a white rain, so. And then the dog came out of the bush. They looked and looked and looked. They couldn't find it. The dog came out and said, I found your hat. Now, I'd like your cat as a little tiny snack. So can I sit on your broom? You may not eat my cat, but you may sit on the broom if you do not eat my snack or my cat as a snack. And my snack as a cat. Okay. And then her bow flew out of her hair. Oh no! The dog said as he watched it. The cat knew. The witch did not. They fled to the ground. No bow could be found. So they keep looking. So they looked and 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 looked. And then a bird flew out of the tree, not a bird. And it had its bow. Bow. And he flew off. Whoosh! And the wand fell. So they flew to the ground. No wand could be found. And a frog hopped out of a pond. I have your wand. Can I get on that broomstick? Yes, but it will be a heavy trip. A heavy flight, I'd say. And crack. The dog fell to the ground. The cat fell to the ground. The broomstick fell to the ground. The wand fell. The bird fell. The frog fell. Because the bird was holding, well, the frog was holding on to the bird. But the witch flew into a cloud. And a hideous fire-breathing dragon was there. He said, I like witch fries. I might have you as a snack. She fell onto the ground. But just then, a monster came out of the mud. That's my witch. Now fly off and put her down. So, said, okay, I'm just gonna put her right here. And, see you later. And he flew off. The frog hopped down. The bird flew down. Hopped down. The wing was covered in mud. And the cat hopped down. While the cat walked away. The dog walked away. And they all washed off. Yay! Thought another monster was going to eat me, but no. It's just you. Now grab me whatever you want. So the frog got a flower. The cat got a pine cone. The bird got a twig. And the dog got a bone. And it went zip. And a perfect, beautiful wand came out. And so they all sat in the seats. Because the broom apparently had seats. And the dog sat, the cat sat, the bird sat in a nest, and the frog got a pool. And that is the story of a witch that had too many people on a broomstick.